Mr. Arzola, I'm bringing you out because with us, you're on bond for a terroristic threat. The next day you pick up a criminal mischief, or maybe it's the same transaction. I don't know. All I know is that now you've picked up a felony violation or I'm sorry, you picked up a violation protective order with us. And the bond is set at $100,000 on it. I have no idea what happened. We're going to find out. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Judge, you need to hear about criminal mischief and
No, just the
just BPO.
VPO, please. If you could be loud.
Yes, Judge. On April 30th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a disturbance call. Officers arrived and met with a complaining witness who stated that the defendant is his son. Complaining witness was informed that the defendant was causing a disturbance at his shop and wanted him to criminally trespass. Defendant refused to leave and refused to sign a trespass warning given by officer. Officer then found the defendant had an active protective order prohibiting from being at the location.
So this is the terroristic threat, I imagine, had the protective order.
I believe so, Your Honor.
And so the court knows, I think the one that ends with 9-2, that one was no PC. I think that one's being dismissed or was dismissed, but that leaves open the other three cases.
Oh, there was another terroristic threat.
There's two terrorist threats. One was no PC'd, and I believe that's being dismissed. And then there's just so the court knows.
I guess I didn't realize they're all basically within the same. So what happened on the terroristic threat and the mischief, I guess?
On the mischief, Judge, on April 28th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers met with the complaining witness who said that the defendant is his son. Complaining witness stated that the defendant struck several vehicles with metal pipe, breaking the taillight left panel and damaging the front hood of the vehicle. Complaining witness stated the defendant then started arguing
Is there any evidence?
and gestured a handgun and acted like he was discharging it. That's on the.
That's a terroristic threat.
You what?
That is
Can you read that again?
correct, Your Honor.
He acted like he had a handgun. Did I get that?
And acted like he discharged it.
So a imaginary gun is a terroristic thing?
A defendant, caught in a storm of legal trouble, faces a barrage of charges. From terroristic threats to criminal mischief, his actions seem to be leading him down an irreversible path. The judge, stern yet caring, warns the defendant about the heavy consequences of his behavior. With a bond set high and his future uncertain, the question lingers, can this young man turn things around, or is his fate sealed by his own reckless actions?
Pew pew.
Well, it says, did then and there unlawfully threaten to commit an offense, namely murder upon a member of the defendant's family, namely Jesse James Arizola Sr., hereinafter called the complainant with intent to place the complainant in fear of imminent serious bodily injury.
I have a little more, Judge, too.
Okay.
Sorry. The defendant, used his right-handed gesture, a handgun, acting like he discharged on him while stating that he was going to kill him and all of his family members.
No, something.
I mean, I just got it, Your Honor. So I had, I need to look at everything. I haven't seen anything yet.
Ms. Arzola, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I can't give you a PR bond, man. Just, you scare me. The last thing I want is I don't want you to go back, and I don't want you to do something that you will eternally regret. It's mom and dad, man, Look at me. What's going on with you?
I filed some paperwork, Your Honor. Just so you know.
What I'm going to do now, Mr. Arzola, I'm going to have you speak to some people because we need to figure out how to go forward. I don't know. Just don't go back over there. Do you understand? I don't know if you're going to get out, but if you do, I'm putting a monitor on your ankle and I don't want you to go back over there. obviously give you a bond reduction on 100,000. I think
you.
it's a little excessive, but I'm gonna revoke his PR bonds. You know, he was on a PR bond. I'm assuming he was on a PR bond and went back. Is that right? Because the first
That's-
offenses happened on the 28th. Now the VPO,
And this, so the VPO has sent that.
And it has been assigned to DVD or,
right? So 2 days later it goes back, and so that's why.
so it's not gonna be theirs, but I don't know who the DVD prosecutor is.
Can you get all
They're gonna share everything they have with me, yes, sir. Can take a
the
little time.
police badge numbers and the police that were there,
Yep.
that arrived?
It'll be in the report once
It'll
I
be
get
in
the
the
report.
report. Everything.
And can we go to trial?
We sure can, but it's one step at a time, okay? We're not there yet, but we can go to trial if that's what you want.
So Arzola, my only other thing I'm gonna ask you is that I don't know if you're taking anything, some kind of illegal substances,
Drug free?
but you know, are you supposed to be taking anything?
No, I'm drug free.
No. Are you supposed to be taking
No.
anything? Have you talked to a doctor or they prescribed you anything? Because we can have you also talk to a doctor too, to see if
I'm
there's
not
something you'd be taking. I don't know. I'm trying to just
concerned about anything like that.
help you out so that you don't pick up more things. That's it. So look, I'll let you talk to Greg. You guys figure out how we go forward. So I'll set the bond at 5,003 on the VPO.
Okay.
I want you to understand something, Mr. Arzola. I'm issuing a protective order now on the violation case. If you violate those conditions, I can have a hearing to hold you at zero bond until these cases are over with. Do you understand? The only thing I'm asking you to do is don't have contact with your dad. Don't go
What are
over
my
there.
charges?
Their
Exactly.
charges are terroristic threat of a family member, criminal mischief, and violation of a
Alright.
protective order.
And what I want to say is that the so-called claiming police trespassed on my property.
Okay.
So I'm trying to say that those charges are bogus, all those charges.
Noted.
Well,
Gotcha.
look, the evidence is going to point to whose side is correct. I don't know. We weren't there. But it'll take time to get the evidence. There'll be body cams. And when we get everything, we're going to show it to you so you can see what happened as well. Okay? Hold on.
So the one is 5,003, Your Honor. So what are the other two bonds?
So hold on. Can you file, a protective order has not even been filed on the VPO. Can you file it so that we can do it?
Yes, Your Honor, we can, we'll have, Sebastian.
So what I'm doing is I'm now entering an order, Mr. Arzola, that identifies Mr. Arzola Senior as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense
Just
under
wanted to
section.
trial.
Yeah, we will, but I have,
Because I feel that what you're saying is really irrelevant because the impersonating police officers that trespassed on my property gave me bogus charges. So the police,
I don't
the
know.
so-called police that
I'll talk about
arrested
this.
me,
I know.
I want to go to trial.
We're gonna go to trial, but we're not there yet,
let me
okay?
do this one last thing though. I need you to listen real quick, Mr. Arzola. The protective order says that you cannot go within 200 feet of where your dad lives, where your dad works. You cannot be in possession of any of the weapons. You cannot communicate with this person in a
I'm
threatening.
mentioning that I'm not concerned.
Should be.
Well,
This just says you can't go there. We'll talk about everything else in trial.
Just want to
and that.
explain.
if my family, my parents didn't write any police report or sign any paperwork, I'm not concerned what is being said.
I'll have Greg reach out to your folks to figure out what they say, okay? You cannot stalk your parents. You cannot be in possession of a firearm or use anyone else to communicate a threat or harassing behavior to your father. All right, we're gonna have him sign everything, Greg.
Okay,
We'll sign your motion. And then,
Well, I want to go to trial and I want to be appointed a new lawyer, a court-appointed lawyer.
Just raise it up by $1.
Okay. So that makes it what?
1,001.
1,001 down each, okay.
Okay. All right, Mr. Arzola, we're gonna have you sign these documents. After that, we'll have you go.
I want a new court-appointed attorney.
You just met him. Okay. Okay. But we need him to sign stuff, okay? GPS prior to release, no drugs, no alcohol. Hey, what's he got in his fingers there? He grabbed something.
You know, sign my evaluation. Okay, thank you.
I don't know if it's like,
If it's what?
yo, I don't know.
I don't know, but I mean,
And then whatever you need, we'll give it to you, you know?
okay.
Just wave the signature. It's okay. Wave it.
Okay, so I'll explain first I was gonna approach on Galindo.
Okay.
This is the kid that you took into custody. He had tested dirty. I was gonna see with a little weekend jail therapy, if you would consider reinstating his bond. I'm hoping the DA is gonna give him a possible pretrial intervention, and obviously I can't get this kid to do anything if he's in custody. So I'm assuming it's gonna be.
You don't have anything yet? No good offer? It's 130.
I mean, I turned everything in, but yeah, that's,
Submitted something.
I submitted it. It looks like that's where we're going is yes, but he needs to be out on bond to do what they asked him.
So when this case was first filed, I told Greg, I was like, let's see how he's doing on bond. Let's just kind of, let's see how.
Mom and dad here or anyone here?
Right. She was here. Not you, sir, behind you.
My only issue is that we've done this before. We reinstated his bond.
I understand, but he's a high school kid. He's going to be missing school. If they do the pretrial intervention, I can't have him do anything in there. If they're going to do some sort of decision-making class, a drug safety course, that type of stuff, they're all online. I need him out. He can't do it.
How do we ensure that he doesn't use anymore?
Well, I mean,
Tell me, what is his schedule now, Mom?
He goes to school, he comes home.
Where's he at school in Madison?
Because in high school, right?
He's a
Is it Katie? Where's it? More. Okay.
fountain.
I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order him under home confinement, other than school. You know. You know, there are times in life where people are their own worst enemy. That is you. There's no one else to blame. I have already reinstated your bond once, and I told you that I wasn't going to play this game again, and now you're in jail. Your lawyer and your mom are just, they want to get you out. But why? You do whatever the hell you want to do, whenever you're going to do it. You just don't care about bond conditions. So why would we do this?
To be honest, like, I give you my word,
Your word is absolute. Goes from me, goes in one ear, goes in out the other ear. You telling me something, I don't believe it for a second, because that's what you told me the last time. And now you're here telling me the same thing. Why on earth?
I want to study for my CDO.
Okay. Explain that to Judge. What do you want?
Say that again? What?
I want to study for my CDO so I can do trucking.
Do you think anyone's going to hire you with weed in your system? They test every single person when you go drive a 15,000-pound car. You get behind the wheel and you have marijuana in your system and you get into an accident, your life is all but over. You'll never be employed again. No one. Because before they even put you in a car, they're going to test you like crazy. And if you test positive for marijuana, you think they're going to let you drive?
No, sir.
I'm not. You're a complete liability.
And Judge, that's, part of if they give him the PTI, that's not concrete, you understand, I'm trying to get you what's called a pretrial intervention.
Yes, sir.
I'm assuming part of it, and I would encourage part of it to be the drug safety course, learn something out of it, a decision-making course, community service, whatever they may want. And I'm hoping some of the stuff helps them learn from it, educate himself. And so he stops doing this, he can graduate, try to achieve his goals. But I mean, you know, if he's got the criminal conviction, he's sitting in there, it just goes downhill from there. And so I'm trying to get.
Perception is reality. If you look like a thug, people will treat you like a thug. If you speak like a thug, they will treat you like a thug. When your hair is all kind of crazy and you go in half dressed with your pants down to your ankles, do you think you're going to get anything in this life?
No, sir. Not at all.
Tell me about his schedule now, Mom. What is he doing?
He go to school.
Okay, every day? Okay.
He comes home from school and just sees until maybe ends up doing that all night.
What was he doing before we put him in jail? What was he doing? Is he going out with friends? Is he going out on Friday nights, Saturday nights, going out to?
School most of the time. He was just out.
What do you mean most of the time?
Well, he'll miss school day.
What?
He would just go to, and now he's there just for every day, so.
How
They should
much
say
do you-
first he was, now he's been going
Yeah, he's
since.
been going to school since we came back to court. The first time he came to court, he's been going to school. So prior to that, he just didn't have no cash for going to school or anything like that.
Mr. Galindo,
Yes, sir.
this life really, really sucks without money.
Yes, sir.
And I cannot tell you the amount of people that we get in here end up in jail because they quit school at the 10th grade, dropped out because they would just rather go out partying, doing whatever they're going to do, just thinking that, oh, I'm going to go get a job and just go work. The more schooling you have in this life, the more money you will make.
Yes, sir.
Ask him how much money he makes. It's a rhetorical question. Mr. Galindo. He probably spent the better part of around 7, 8 years in life just in post high school. And now homeboy probably makes, I don't know, $250,000, give or take, you know, I'm betting. Because that's what life is about. He's constantly going to Athens, Greece, just that's what life is about. Not living paycheck to paycheck, scrummaging just to be able to get freaking groceries. Just, I can't get new tires on my car because I ain't got no money. So, and then I can't get a job because I ain't got no money because I ain't got no tires. This is the shitty part about life, that you skipping school are going to end up. I still have friends that I went to high school with that work at fast food restaurants because they never did anything worthwhile in life. And they look at me like, oh, I'm like, it doesn't come easy. If it was hard, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Now, did we have a GPS monitor on his ankle before? Okay. Reluctantly, I'm going to let you out. But the only thing I want from you is to get up, you go to school, and you go back home. You're not allowed out. I don't want you to go out on a Friday night. I don't want you to go out on a Saturday night. I want you to sit home. And I want verification every week that you have attended school and that you have not skipped one class.
Yes, sir.
The next time you skip, so help me, I'm going to light you up. Do you understand me? You ever test positive for anything else again, I promise you, I'm not going to do this again. I'm not going to let you out again.
Sir.
And I don't give a rat's behind what kind of deal that you have to get him out on, whether he gets dismissed or not. You violate any set conditions, it's over for you.
Yes, sir.
So, GPS prior to release, scram on the other ankle so he's not drinking. School every day. After he gets home from school, 3 o'clock, what time does he get home from school?
I get home at 2:35, sir.
So
I leave school at 2:35 and get home at 2:50.
3 p.m. home, and he stays there. He's not allowed out until the foreseeable future.
Okay.
Okay? That's it. Saturday, Sunday, you stay at home. You're not allowed out.
When do you want the reset wise? Because it's gonna auto generate once you give him the bond, so, right?
I mean, we can set it off. Well, I'd like to set it off on a weekly basis so that we know he's
Okay,
attending.
and then I
school.
can get with the
So
DA and
we'll
kind of,
do, so what's today? Today's Monday. We'll set it for next Monday.
and I'll get with the state, iron out.
Now, back into school, and I want proof that you're actually enrolled and that you're attending faithfully every single day. You cut a class, I'm gonna cut you. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good luck.
There's a family function, the other, go on the weekends, no.
Let Greg know. I want to know what it is, and I want to know that he's with you the whole time. He can't go by himself. He can't deviate this, there, that. No. If he's with you, I'm okay with it, but he's got to stay with you the whole time. Okay. When you act like a child, we treat you like a child. And now I have to constantly put you over my knee and spank you like a little child. If that's what we have to do, that's what we'll do. Next time I spank you, it's going to hurt like hell. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks.
I'm gonna talk to you in Rebecca. I don't know if you need to know this. I'm also, on Miss Bosenberg. The PD's office is going to take over on that due to the evaluation came back. So I think Lori's taken over, just so you know.
Okay, yeah, just let Vic,
She does, she knows. But I didn't know if you needed to notate.
we still need to speak to,
Yeah, I was going to talk to him real quick first. Do you want?
no, go talk and then when you're done, we'll talk.
Okay.
Hey, of course.
I am here on Miguel Sanchez. It's a custody case. Just wanted to approach regarding bail.
So hi.
He's on a deferred. He's on a deferred and on a felony case.
He back there
with
now?
the he is back there. Yeah.
Hey, guys, Deputy, do you mind bringing someone out? So, yeah, he's the burglary with intent to commit another felony. What's the other felony, you know?
I don't. I think
Let's see, because I don't know.
I think the complaint witness in that case is the same
Same
complaint
complaint
witness in this case.
Oh, it's a bird hab.
Judge, it looks like the underlying is assault and second.
Okay, that's what, so it was burglary with intent to commit the assault.
So he does go to felony case on 5/9, Judge. And I just want to approach $25,000 is pretty high. He does not have a job at the moment. He lives with his mother in Cleveland, Texas. The complaining witness.
It's almost part of the problem in the felony case.
And it,
Morning, Mr. Sanchez.
Good morning.
How's jail?
that's all right.
It's not good enough.
No.
I'm glad that you find this funny. It's really not. You know, you're on a deferred for a very serious. Is this a second degree? What is this? You're on deferred for a first degree felony where the minimum is 5 years to 99 years or life. You're on deferred for that type of case, and you've now picked up an assault of a family member. You know, I got to tell you that there are some people in your life that are complete cancer to you. And if you don't cut those people out of your lives, they kill you. You have now been invaded with this type of cancer, and it's going to kill you. If it hasn't already, it's damn near close. Somehow, we have to get the message to you that rules are in place, and you now stand charged with assault of a family member. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. The reason I have you out now is because I don't know what happened. The only thing I know is that the magistrate put your bond at $25,000, which is typically pretty high for a misdemeanor case. But, you know, everything is about perspective, right? We need to know what happened, your priors, to see how we go forward. Okay, please.
Thank you, Judge. On May 1st, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a disturbance call. Officers arrived and made contact with the complaining witness who stated that she got into a physical altercation with the defendant, who is her ex-boyfriend. The complainant witness stated that she locked herself in the room and gave officers permission to enter. Officers then detained the defendant and spoke with the complaining witness, who stated that the defendant and her got into a verbal argument when the defendant pushed her out of the bed and began kicking her legs, causing pain. Officers observed bruises to the complaining witness's legs.
And Mr. Sanchez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. So he is on deferred for a burglary case where the underlying facts are literally the exact same thing. You know what? I got to tell you, I've never been placed in this position, but I have to think that it really sucks to walk on eggshells, have where you basically are in constant fear. What's going to happen to me today? Is he going to get upset? Is he going to go off on me today? Is something going to happen? Imagine. No one should have to live like that, Mr. Sanchez. It's just not fair. I'm ordering you not to have any contact with this person, not to be in possession of weapons, have a GPS monitor on your ankle so I know where you are at all times. You're not to go within 1,000 feet of where she lives or where she works. The monitor is going to tell me exactly where you are at all times. I'm going to tell you now that your bond is at 25,000. If I find that you break any of these conditions, I'm going to make your bond so high you'll have hairs off your beard falling out. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or use anything in an intoxicating manner. What's your position on the bond reduction?
Judge, this is going to be imposed. This is the, thank you, Judge, because of the fact that the defense currently on deferred, the underlying complaining witness being the same as is in this case. This is also the sixth case, Your Honor, although three of those have been dismissed, where the underlying complaining witness is the exact same as is in this case.
Did you want to say something?
Judge, again, he's indigent. He doesn't have money to afford any type of bond. I believe, looking back in the records on the felony case originally, I think that complaining witness, the same complaining witness here, was saying that nothing happened. It was miscommunication. Somebody else called the cops. I don't know if they've contacted her on this particular case. But just as far as that's concerned, I know he is on the deferred, but just to give you a little backstory, my understanding, it was a no threatening her or harassing behavior as part of the condition of the deferred. He was allowed to contact her. I believe, she's saying X, but she invited him over. He was authorized to be there. And so from that standpoint, just giving a little bit of background on everything, I would be asking for a PR bond, $1,000 PR bond on this case. He does live in Cleveland, Texas. He has told me he will stay away from this individual. He's not working at the moment. He doesn't have any means, manner to afford any other type of bail, Judge.
Do we know if it was a condition of his bond that he wasn't to have contact with her while he was on probation?
I believe it was just no threatening or harassing, but double checking on that, but.
On that one, big Judge.
It says here among the other allegations that he's.
Right, and the other stuff was, I think it was a whole bunch of fees that he failed to pay, didn't show up to.
Testing positive for meth, didn't do the BIP program, didn't do the DDRP program.
Judge, with this complaining witness, it was no threatening harassment. Yeah, that was.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
With this complaining witness, it was no threatening harassment conduct.
Okay. Mr. Sanchez, I'm going to be straight. You scare me. You scare me. And it scares me that the last thing I want is another death on our streets. And, he's being held at no bond as it is now. So anything that we do would be, I do think that a PR bond is wholly inappropriate. I'm not going to give him a PR bond. I will give you a bond reduction. I'll reduce it to 10,000. Roxanne, a GPS prior to release. Cut the cancer out, man. I'm telling you, it's going to kill you at some point. Really, just life is not worth sitting in a 6x9 box for the next 15 years where there's so much fun. I mean, the new Switch is coming out, man. I'm like fighting to play for, you know? But now, really, life's too short, man. Get it, Mr. Sanchez. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I have two on docket today. The first is Miss Taylor.
In jail or on bond?
She's on bond. Judge.
I expect that you will comply with the bond conditions. And when you don't, there are serious consequences. As a condition of your bond, you're not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. I also don't want you to have contact with the co-defendant, and I don't want you to go back to this nursing home. It's not an answer. The other gentleman that got arrested for the same exact thing.
That's my brother.
Okay, I don't want you to have contact. I mean, do I not have to tell you how you're on bond for 2 serious cases now? And it's just, I'm going to protect my city at all costs. I don't care who you are. Just, if I find that you're a danger, I'm going to revoke it. I'm going to make it sky high. Do you understand? Yes or no? I'm going to test you within the next couple of weeks. Don't use. You must stay in contact with the lawyer. If he tells you that he cannot get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging phone calls, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. If you pick up a new case, likewise, I will revoke this bond and I'm going to make it high.
That's fine.
For now, we'll have you meet with Roxanne to get your bond conditions and then we'll let you go.
Your Honor, the felony court has a curfew that allows her to work. She does DoorDash. The curfew upstairs is from midnight to 6 a.m. because she does DoorDash in the evening. Would this court let its bond condition
Curfew is what time?
midnight to 6 a.m.?
She's allowed to drive from midnight to 6 a.m.?
No. She stops driving
So the
11-ish.
curfew is from 6 p.m.
No, from 12 midnight to 6 a.m. is her curfew in the felony court because she drives at night. And she stops around 11-ish.
On her license to see if she has a license. So you're telling me that she can be out from midnight? What hours do you
Home
work?
by midnight.
Yeah, I have to be in the house by midnight.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's a different page that then typically comes up. This says suspended.
I never had a license in Texas. My license is from North Dakota.
They're showing you suspended.
Shouldn't be. I paid all my reinstatement fees already.
Take a look, Blaze, please. Can you help us out? Just to make sure. Especially if she's door dashing.
Yeah, we're seeing driver's license, non-commercial status suspended.
Say it again.
It says, driver's license, non-commercial status suspended.
The license is suspended, man. You're not allowed to drive. I'm telling you, they're looking it up and they're telling you it's suspended.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it says suspended. I mean, if there's
Okay,
any.
you're not allowed to drive. If you want to drive, get the license reinstated, and we can take the condition off. If you're,
I've already took care of it, so maybe you just haven't updated, but I took care of the reinstatement already.
just don't drive. If you drove here, you're not allowed to drive home. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Your license is suspended. And then before you also drive, you must maintain liability insurance as well. So don't until let us know. I'm making it a bond condition that you're also not allowed to drive. When you get it, or if you get it reinstated, if you get it fixed, come back, let us know. We can take this condition off. All I'm asking you to do is follow the law. I'm not asking you to do anything, Pythagorean's theorem or anything. Just follow the law. Don't be a danger to my city. That's all I'm literally asking. Really. We're gonna have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you meet with Roxanne for your bond conditions, and then you're free to go.
Your Honor, currently she has 2 different curfews in 2 different courts. Would this court mirror the felony courts?
She's not gonna be working now. She's not gonna be working at night now. And she's got a very serious open felony case. She's not picked up an assault. I'm not gonna let you be out at night.
That's
No.
not the only reason why I had the curfew though. I have kids that have after school
But
programs.
you can't do this stuff. You don't have a license.
It doesn't, everything doesn't consist of me driving. That's not why, the only reason why they mirrored that. I share literally everything with my mother. So she helps me get my kids back and forth to school. She helps me get my kids back and forth when it comes to their after school programs and things like that. She lives on completely the opposite side of town. So every time we try to do everything, I'm never gonna make it in the house by 7 o'clock. That's the whole reason why they extended it.
Okay, look, I'll give you till 10 o'clock, 10 at night, okay? Just be home by 10. That's it.
And of course, getting the kids to school in the morning, I think that's why they
Yeah.
did 6
I'm okay.
and 10 to 6,
10 to
Judge.
6.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm okay with that. Just don't be a danger to my city. That's all I'm literally asking. Okay?
I'll get your recent date in a minute. I got one more person.
Okay, thanks.
Another dude?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Juarez.
What are you doing with yourself these days? Do you work?
Yes, sir. Apprenticeship right here in Elton Automotive.
Just work, put in a lot of time, get as much as you can get going so you can start making money. No more foolishness. You understand? I'm putting a monitor on your ankle so I know that you're not drinking. Don't pick up any new cases. I don't want you out in the middle of the night. So you will also get a 10 p.m. curfew to 6 a.m. No alcohol, no dope. And I'm telling you, I'm going to test you like crazy. Does he have a license, state? I don't think he has a license, right? We do. Michael, do you know if he has a license?
Yeah, I know.
If you have a license and if you're driving, I want proof of that you have car insurance first before you start driving. You can't drive unless you have car insurance in your name. You understand?
Your Honor, it is eligible.
Great. All right. So what we'll do is I'm going to have you sign conditions with, or sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you sign conditions with Roxanne and then you're free to go. Don't pick up a third case, man. Don't. All right,
Thank you,
Mike.
Judge.
Morning, Mr. Coates.
Good morning, sir.
No. We've literally given you opportunity after opportunity. When you're out on bond, you get the opportunity to try to do things right. We give that to you going out there. You ever need resources, we give you a lawyer. It's your responsibility to ask a lawyer whenever you need resources. And then after that, you get on probation. Probation is the ultimate, I guess, opportunity for you to be able to do stuff on your own.
Yes, sir.
We now know if I let you out there and I ask you to do it on your own, it's not going to happen. You've shown that to us. And when you come back and you try to explain it, it's everybody else's fault but yours. And you try to blame it on, I ain't got a ride, I got this person, that person not helping me out. And so now we have to resort to more drastic measures to try to get you on our side. And I think that this is it.
Yes, sir. Yes.
After this, I really don't have much more than just jail. And I'm trying to get you out and I'm trying to get you to understand and learn and be a better person by giving you the tools.
Yes, sir. That's understandable.
That's
but
all, right?
Your Honor, if I may,
Sure.
I mean, like, again, like, I understand how I was saying it, like, last week when I came, it did sound like I was blaming everybody else, yes. It's docketed down, like, I have reasoning to most of those lates. The days that I didn't show, there's reasonings, like, there's reasonings to that, and it's not BS reasonings, you know what I mean? Like, and I understand, like, it's not trusted that if I go home today, I'm not gonna show up. I'm way closer to this side of town now. I'm not all the way out there in Katy. I was all the way out there in A-Leaf. It was further as a bus ride to get out here. And yes, there was nobody to bring me, like nothing. Like, I understand, like, it's all on me. I can't blame nobody else but myself, because if I really wanted it done, I should have brought myself down here and got it done. Yes, sir, that's understandable. And I take my accountability for that. But I'm way closer I have like a lot of good things going for me right now. Like I have a good job, a good paying job. All it takes is for me to call in to work, sir. Like literally all it takes for me to call in to work. It's a 30, 45-minute bus ride to get here. There's nothing for me to miss. Like nothing. Like I understand there's no chances that wants to be given. All I'm asking is just one. I missed that. It'd be just a year.
And here's the rub. He didn't even show up one time, right? You didn't even show up one time to your probation. That tells me that you just don't give a flip, because not even one time did you show up to probation.
Sir, I was kicked
So-
out, sir. I was kicked out.
There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Oh,
It's
the pink elephant. There it goes. Mr. Coates. That was your opportunity. I don't know what's going on in your life. I don't know what's going on with you. So what I do
Don't
is
care.
I have you speak to our clinicians who are best able to tell us how to move forward with this case. They have. And I think that that's the appropriate way.
I haven't even got to speaking to them.
You got what? Is there something else?
I'm just asking for a chance, bro. I messed that chance up. You could sit me down for 25 to life.
That can happen.
Like, bro, like, that's all I'm asking for is just a monitor time. Like, you could slap that monitor time 5 p.m. if you needed to. Like, it's all on me. Like, I could make a call in to work and I could show up. I was all the way out there in Katy. I'm not trying to blame nobody else because, again, yes, it's all on me. It is my fault. I should have made myself known to come down here. Again, I was kicked out due to a lot of reasonings. There was a lot of things going on in my life, sir. Nothing's going on now. I got everything straight. Like, everything is situated. I got a job. All it takes is for me to call in to work, sir. Like, this is not something I want to do. This sitting in there is not something I want to do. I don't belong in there. I don't belong in there with them people. I'm not one of these people that just mess up and just want to don't care. I do care.
Okay. We have a program that has been recommended by the TRAS, by the clinicians.
Sir, I'm gonna be sitting here for 4 to 6 weeks, adding time before going to there.
I'll do my best.
I'm going to expedite it to make sure that you get in there quicker, okay? But you have to understand, Mr. Coates, actions have consequences. This is it. I'm trying to intervene in a manner that you don't graduate to the cases that go upstairs. That's all I want, okay? I brought you out here to let you know what's happening now, to amend the conditions.
I'd rather do my jail time, honestly.
Okay.
I don't need that place. I don't need an attitude adjustment. I'm a very respectful person. Y'all just not trying to work with me.
All right. We're going to expedite it. If need be, I'll get on the phone and I'll talk to myself.
I'm gonna sit here for another month.
Well, I'm going to work on it for you, Mr. Coates.
Thank you, Judge.
I will. Okay. Get on with Shatori. Get it quickly. You are Mr. Eric Gutierrez Benitez.
Yes.
Is it Benitez?
Yes.
So you're
Yes.
charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything
In the courtroom, the tension rises as the judge delivers a stern message: enough is enough. With a history of non-compliance, the defendant finds himself in the hot seat once again. His threats, once dismissed as a mere outburst, have now escalated to life-altering charges. Will he heed the judge's advice and turn his life around, or will his next mistake prove to be his undoing? The court is watching, and so is the public.
you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 28th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, law enforcement officers were dispatched to a major accident and made contact with a law enforcement officer who stated they had smelled an odor of alcoholic beverage from the defendant. The law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant, and upon opening the defendant's vehicle, he too smelled the strong odor of alcoholic beverage. The defendant stated he was on his way home from the park where he consumed 3 12-ounce beers. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, a 6 out of 6 on the HGN, a 2 out of 8 on the walk and turn, a 0 out of 4 on the one-leg stand. The defendant consented to provide a breath sample and blew a .142 and a .125.
Give you eyes.
Dice
Your
que
Honor.
tiene antecedentes de nuestra señoría.
License?
Licencia de conducir.
Right now.
¿Tienen licencia de conducir?
Judge, the license is off.
Sí. En la licencia.
Here is Benitez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case.
Caso.
I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you because they sweep it hourly, they will put an immigration detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in custody until this case is over with. And then you get shipped off to immigration. You are not to violate any of these conditions, and you're not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. Those are bond conditions of yours as well. Do you understand?
¿Lo entiende? Yes.
Do you have a lawyer today?
¿De abogado hoy?
No, no tengo.
Do you have the ability to hire one?
Sí.
Yes.
We're going to give you time.
Vamos a dar.
So I will have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, you'll meet with Roxanne for your bond conditions. After that, you'll be free to go. Don't pick up any new cases. Don't be a danger to my city.
Digo, pero cuidado en usted.
All right, come on. Joe, what are we doing with this?
It's an arraignment, Judge.
Oh, it's 1,300 days.
Right, Judge. We just reposted bond.
You said that.
Roaches, yeah. So I just signed on, Judge, over the
Where's he
weekend.
been for the last 4 years?
¿Dónde has estado los últimos 4 años? ¿Dónde has estado?
I'm in different lugares.
Different places.
Porque trabajo
Just,
en Dora.
Mr. Roches, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. This case is 1,296 days old. We set cases for trial at 180 days, just to give you a little perspective. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. An officer was dispatched with traffic hazard and may contact a will witness, another HPD officer, who found the defendant asleep on the wheel, car turned on a public roadway. There was a bottle of Jose Cuervo in the defendant's pocket and an open bottle of beer in the vehicle. The defendant had bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and the odor of an alcoholic beverage. The defendant admitted to drinking 5 beers before driving. Concerning field sobriety tests were conducted, and the defendant, law enforcement officers witnessed 6 out of 6 on the HGN, 4 out of 8 on the walk and turn, and 0 out of 4 on the one-leg stand. The defendant consented to breath that came back at .116 and .122.
Mr. Roche, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. Can you run his NCIC, see what he's been up to and what kind of, if anything, criminal cases he has picked up?
Yes, Judge. Which, I don't have any cases charged in between this.
Entonces no tiene más casos por medio de este.
So you pull up NCIC for new cases,
No, no
No
case.
más casos.
license?
¿Tiene licencia de conducir?
He doesn't have one.
Mr. Roche,
Señor Rocha,
I want you to understand something, that I take the protection of my public
yo tengo
the utmost serious. I don't care who you are. I don't care what color you are. I don't care if you're a small farm animal. You endanger my public. It's really not going to go well for you. You do not have a license. You are not allowed to drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today. This is a promise you're going to make that you're not going to drive.
¿No vas a manejar?
If I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Do you understand? The worst possible thing you can do is drive in violation of this court order. I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, likewise, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission, you go to jail and immigration finds you, they will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck in custody until this case is over with. And then you get shipped off to immigration. On your ankle, I'm now going to put a GPS monitor so I know where you are at all times. You will get it on today. Due to the age of your case, I will give you 30 days for you and your lawyer to meet to discuss what you want to do. At the end of the 30 days, you must accept the plea bargain from the state, or we will set your case for trial. But you get no more time. And I'm going to advise you now that if you ever violate, or if you ever take off on us again, your bond will hit the clouds. Do you understand?
Hasta las nubes, usted no entiende. Yes. Está bien.
You'll pay for the monitor. And then, is Discovery, what do you have on Discovery?
He's PTI eligible then.
Joe, this case is 1,300 days old. I'm not giving resets. If he's actually going to apply to try to get into the program, he's got to have everything done within the next 2 weeks. You know, I mean, 30 days is the absolute max for him to get everything done.
Yes, sir.
Like,
Schedule a T-Round
just-
date, I guess.
Yeah, well, I don't know. They're denying more than I've ever seen before. And because he's absconded 4 years, I don't know how that's going to play into it. So I would probably.
I don't think we need a mitigation. It's gonna come directly from the DAs. Because he's under, it was a .112, is that correct? And then asleep at the wheel.
I don't know. I'm just saying I've seen more denials now than I've ever seen. So before you do that and he has to shell out $300, I would apply first to see if they grant him entry, you know? Discovery complete? Great. So if you can release everything so they have it today. Okay, Mr. Roche, we'll give you 30 days. Be ready. You must appear at the next setting. Thanks, Joe. Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you're charged with harassment. You're facing, you can stay. It's okay. You can stay. Ma'am, you're charged with harassment. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Okay.
Judge, on March 12th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was notified that a parent sent a threatening text message to a school's text communication system. The law enforcement officer made contact with a complaining witness who stated that the defendant sent him a message to have a grandson's birthday party in his classroom and had spoken with the defendant many times via the same number. The defendant brought 25 cupcakes for the birthday party, and the defendant's grandson took the leftover cupcakes home. The next day, the defendant sent the complaining witness a message that stated, "Were you messing with me returning the leftover cupcakes?" That was on call for, it was supposed to be a call for judge. That nasty, did you know better than to return germs back to us? You have to be so ignorant and have done that. The next time I see you, I will curse you out. No teacher has ever done that, but it has to be you, ignorant dumbass. Defendant called the complaining witness a homosexual slur and further stated, "Fuck with me or my son, and I will stump on your ass, you piece of shit." The complaining witness stated he felt threatened because the defendant is always coming to school, being disruptive and cursing at people. The school sent the defendant a letter regarding inappropriate behavior and prohibiting her from any on-campus events. On April 1st, 2025, the defendant called the school and cursed at 2 school employees received the letter and made further remarks about the complaining witness.
All right. So I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now, as a condition of your bond, not to have any contact with the school and no one with the school and not to go there. Do you understand?
I'm paralyzed. I was attacked.
I just,
I was just mad.
don't say anything. Just don't have any contact with them. Don't use someone else to try to have contact with them. So if you get someone else to try to relay a message, I will revoke your bond and put you in custody. You understand? Now you've got a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but you must stay in touch with Carson and he will tell you if when you have to go back to court. We will have bond conditions created for you. Once you sign them, at that point, you'll be free to go. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, if you don't mind just having her hanging out, I'm gonna get the bond conditions created. As soon as she signs, you guys can go.
Thanks, Judge.
Okay, thanks. Hi. How's jail? Great. I'm not gonna play this game with you. I'm gonna let you out today. But I'm not playing this game with you again. I will test you 50 days from today. If I find that you're using, if you test positive, I'm not gonna continue to do this. Do you understand? It is your responsibility. You are old enough to know what choices you're making, whether they're good or whether they're bad. You put something into your mouth that's CBD, anything, you put a joint up to your mouth, you put a vape pen up to your mouth. Just think to yourself, you could be wearing orange for the next 4 months. I'm letting you out today, but this is the last PR bond you get from me. You understand?
Sure.
Okay? There's just no excuse. I'm going to test you 50 days from today. You know that you're going to get it. You understand? All right? That's done. Thank you, Ms. Good morning, Ms. Gibbs. Ma'am, you're charged with failure to identify oneself. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 60 days in jail with credit for the 23 days that you've done. You need to understand that today you're making a lifetime decision. This case is going on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. You understand? You also give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So you can never come back and complain and try to change this. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense, man? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to it. I'll roll your costs so you won't owe anything. Good luck to you, man. Thank you. Thanks, Lord.
May we please approach?
Did we work it out? We got it?
Yes, kind of, sort of. Okay. They failed to bring her over this morning, so she's not here.
We can do it tomorrow.
Yes, except that I'm gonna be in San Marcos tomorrow.
Zoom.
And I think that's gonna be the solution, to either
You can
Zoom.
always Zoom.
But let me share with you, I think, kind of where we are, if you don't
Okay,
mind.
sure.
I may need to approach. You had asked several questions when I was here before on the Gonzalez matter. Number one, the facility there is not gonna be able to come and pick her up, okay? They
How
won't
do we
pick up
get her?
there. So what has happened, if I can approach you? What she has done is they've already confirmed and booked her bus trip that leaves at 8:20. And they paid for these ahead of time to get there, and they also paid for the Uber to get her from the bus station directly to the facility. And this has already been prepaid. Okay, so it's gonna have to probably be modified now, but that's the only
And
way.
we're supposed to trust her that she's gonna actually do all this.
Because she will understand what the consequences are. I would say yes. I mean, if she doesn't, she knows what the consequences will be. I don't think that I would hope that she would not. And I don't think they'd go to this expense to get this stuff in order to make sure that she does comply. But if she doesn't, we'll know soon enough. Okay. But these may have to be modified. I think part of what was going on is she wanted to certainly show the court for good faith that she was coaching with.
I get it. My only problem is she gets out and she tries to take a detour to go back home, to go say bye to dad, or she's got to go say bye to a friend and then.
And I get that. I think that if you'll look at the date, it says that she's gonna be leaving on Wednesday morning because we don't know what time she's gonna be getting out of jail. The idea was she's gonna be in court today and maybe get released sometime later this morning, Tuesday morning or something like that, and then be able to leave.
We can have precise release instructions so we know exactly what time she gets out.
Do we have that?
We can do that.
Is that something we can do?
Yeah.
If that's something we can do, then I guess we'll do that.
We do it all. And so that's how we do it when we release people to go to, the Ed Emmett place or any other place. We say, okay, she gets released at 2 p.m. on this day and to this person. Here, can we? I know that we can do it. It's possible.
If.
I think in this case, the facility that she's going to is in Grand Prairie.
Right, it's in Grand Prairie, Texas. That's true.
I don't believe anybody from Grand Prairie will come and pick
No,
her up.
they've indicated they cannot, don't have the capability of doing that. They said we can't pick her up, and this is something Charles Cato, the CHGO, who is the admissions navigator for the American Addiction Center. He says we can't pick her up from jail and.
What's that document that lawyers have? Who has it? Anna, do you have one of those? Do you have that document, the releasing document that you use? Perhaps you could share one with us,
Absolutely. Give me just.
with Mr. Knowles.
Yeah.
I can.
I'm going to have them share it with you, and we can say time that we want her released. So we can say, guys, release her at this time, and we can also do a directive so that she's released at like 7 a.m, so that she can make it to this bus. So do you have an Uber that will take her from here to the jail to this bus stop? How is she going to make it to the bus? Because this bus stop all the way to Harrisburg, that's far.
The idea, I think, Judge, was that her family was going to pick up and take her to the bus stop. And then the Uber here, the reservation for the Uber that's been paid for, takes her from there
Mr. Knowles, I
to the greenhouse eviction center here. Is what this Uber was. So from the bus stop in Dallas or Grand Prairie, wherever the nearest point is there, that she's done, he gets her there. That's what this represents.
It's just.
Judge, I understand, I respect the risk that we may be taking, but I think that her understanding the consequences, the repercussions that could occur.
Have you spoken to anyone that's going to pick her up here? Do we know? To any family members that are
I've
related?
spoken to her daughter, which is who I haven't been in contact with, and that's who is intended to be picking her up. Yeah.
So we need to have like a deadline, I guess, check-in date, so to speak, where she must be checked in by, so the bus arrives in Dallas at 1:10. What time is that for the Uber you have there, Ms. Knowles?
The Uber, this pickup is gonna be the Greyhound bus stop on Lamar.
Drop off at 2:20 p.m.
2:20 p.m. it looks like.
Okay, so we need to verify by like 2:45.
Okay.
Wednesday, she's checked in. If she is not checked in by 2:45, Wednesday, a warrant issues. And I'm telling you now, I don't care what excuse that she has. I'm telling you, because there's just so many hiccups with this that could happen, and I'm trusting you that it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna take excuses, right? If she's not checked in by 2:45, warrant issues. Right? Because I have to put some kind of time on it.
She'll show up tomorrow here. She'll sign up on modified conditions.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the modified conditions are gonna have a time specific for her release.
Mhm.
Okay. Do we know what we're gonna make that time to be? If she's here
You
tomorrow.
tell me. because I'm gonna have you draft the order because I'll have Anna give you a copy of the order. And then you just draft it in how you want at the time. And then the jail will release her at that time. And then hopefully the family will be there waiting for her to take her right to the bus stop and she gets right on the bus to go. So you tell me what time. We could do it 7 a.m. because that bus trip is what, 8:20? So theoretically, maybe 7:30. We have her taken out of the jail and the family picks up at 7:30 and then they take her to the bus stop.
Greyhound, and then goes, and picks that up there on Wednesday morning.
Yeah. Should we put a monitor on her ankle so we know where she is?
I don't think she's gonna have time to do it. Because with probation, I don't have like
The prior to release, do you think we only think?
I don't think I can do that. I can try.
Just a suggestion, do we have her come get the monitor and then she can change the departure time?
No. You've already got everything ready to go. Just let that be, because that's already in place, ready to go. Let's not fix it if it's not broken, you know?
What I want to do is make sure, as much as the court does, that there's some mechanism that's going to control her coming and going, or GPS and all those kind of things. I know the patient once she gets there, but I want to make sure that we know exactly what's going on with her in terms of the travel from the jail to the facility. And I don't mind. I'm sure they wouldn't mind. Okay, let's modify the departure itinerary to allow her to have that attached. I would feel more
I'm
comfortable
willing to
with that.
forego it just so that she can meet the schedule. I'm not married to it. I want her to be checked in by, late Wednesday and we can verify that she's in there. And then I guess what I'd like is maybe on a weekly basis, we just verify that she's still there, that she hasn't just taken off because.
No, Judge, I'm saying no. And again, with all deference to you, I think the order modification should, because the facility will accept orders from the court, just as.
Okay, so,
no way-
right. Okay, so let's say
So-
she cannot leave. She must complete the entire program. How long is it, do you know?
They have a 90, you asked about that, there's a 90-day commitment minimum, but can be extended. Of course, part of that extension is going to be based upon.
It needs to be as long as possible, right? As long as possible. I was hoping 180 days, right?
It
Because
can
that's
be
what,
extended.
Yeah.
It can be extended. There is a detailed aftercare program according to Mr. K.
no, right, but I went to inpatient for quite a while.
And I understand.
Then the aftercare, because that's
And
what.
then the aftercare
Right.
afterwards, but I'm saying the question that you had the other day was regarding do they offer an aftercare? And he responded, yes, we do offer an aftercare, and it's going to be based upon each individual circumstance that dictates what the aftercare is going to be. Let me go back just a little bit, Judge, because Murphy's Law has a way of following me and a lot of folks. The fact that she doesn't get there till 2:20 and it's 2:45 to check in, that bus is gonna have a flat.
What happens when a person is repeatedly given second chances? In this courtroom, we see the consequences of a defendant who has tested the limits of the justice system. The judge's frustration is palpable as he recalls past promises broken, wondering if this will be the turning point. With his life hanging in the balance, this moment serves as a reminder that even in a court of law, actions speak louder than words.
The Uber is gonna have an accident.
I don't know what to tell you there, Mr. Knowles, but this is why I'm telling you, I think we should do Santa Maria because this way we know there's no issues. This is ripe with problems. And I'm telling you, if she says it's now Thursday, she's not checked in because, damn, I had a death in the family or I had scoliosis or I had to go to the hospital or.
I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for 3:20 instead of 2:20. Give an hour, okay? Just if the time that she is supposed to get there is
She gets to the facility at 2:20.
2:20 for the Uber,
then I mean,
If she knows that she has time, she's gonna go do extra things. And that's what I want. She knows. She's lucky that this is even happening. Okay?
Judge, and I want.
Really?
I know there's a host of reasons why you're doing it, and I get that. So that's what we.
Yeah, all right. 2:45 check-in. All right.
Do you want me to necessarily zoom in tomorrow just to get her to modify or change off and sign off on the
I
conditions?
need you to, yeah, because I don't want to talk to her without you being present.
Okay.
You know, because I'm gonna explain to her everything what we transpired here today, so she knows what the expectations are. If you want, leave me your cell phone, and then I can text you
Okay.
the exact moment that when she comes out, we can do it.
No,
Or whatever time is best for you, you let me know, and then we can set it up for that time.
That's fine, then I'll share,
If you want to give it to Vic,
I'll give Victoria.
yeah, and then whatever time you want, we could do it at that time.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much. Jeff.
Thank you,
I
Mr.
appreciate it.
Mr. Perez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 90 days in jail with credit for the 58 days that you have done. You need to understand that this charge now will reflect as a conviction on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. Do you know what happens on your next DWI? Take a guess.
¿Puede entender mucho tiempo?
They can have me here for a long time.
Want to take a guess how much?
We never get tanto tiempo. Yeah.
From now on, if you ever pick up a DWI, you will be looking at a felony offense, and you will be facing a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. And you don't have to be stupid, falling down, pig-ass drunk to pick up another DWI. With your record, an officer's going to pull you over. The mere smell will probably be enough for them to charge you with a felony offense. So if I were you, you have a sip of a beer, I wouldn't get into a car because it's a huge risk that you're taking. Not to mention, every single time you will get hit with an immigration detainee, just like now. So if there's family that depends on you, I would probably think about them. The agreement that you worked out is 90 days in jail with credit for the 58 days. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You also give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, this will go on your record. You can never take it off. Do you understand?
Yes.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes.
Sí.
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated, second offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to the 90 days in jail, give you credit for the 58 days. I'm going to suspend your license for 1 year. You're not driving until you get a license. Good luck to you, Jim. Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it. All right. Good morning, Ms. Burnett. Ms. Burnett, you're charged with two cases, right? The assault, the disorderly conduct discharging. Is that right?
Your Honor, she's pleading to a criminal mischief and disorderly conduct.
This was the
Okay, so the assault is being dismissed. You're pleading guilty to the two other cases. You need to understand that both of those cases will go on your record. They're going to be there for the rest of your life. The reason that's important is because, number one, it now makes it a 90-day minimum on one and a 30-day minimum on the other if you ever pick up new charges. Not only that, if it continues with the same course of conduct, it's very possible they file a felony offense on you. So you need to be very careful moving forward. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, for possible immigration consequences, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, you can never come back and change these or undo this. This is what you want to do. How do you plead to the offense of disorderly conduct? Guilty or not guilty?
Yes.
And on the criminal mischief, guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty, sentence you to 180 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 71 days that you've done on both. And good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mr. Oates, you were charged with harassing communication. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Judge, on August 29th, 2021, an officer was dispatched for a stalking call. The complainant would say the defendant and she were previously in a dating relationship, but had been broken up for about a year at the time. The complainant would state she had to block the defendant's number because he was calling her excessively. On this date, the complainant would notice that the defendant's location was close to hers, which freaked her out because the defendant had moved to Oregon. She also stated that the defendant left flowers at her house and had told the defendant about 10 times to leave her alone via text message. The defendant refused to and said that he just wanted to talk to her. The defendant stayed outside playing with his apartment all day and watched her. The defendant took a photo of the apartment and told the complaining witness to come outside. The officers detained the defendant. The defendant admitted to calling and texting the complaining witness numerous times. The defendant had sent over 80 text messages, which the complaining witness stated excluded.
So I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond, not have any contact with this person and not to be possessing of weapons. Do you understand? Now, where have you been for the last 4 darn years?
So when I got out of jail, after my posted bail, I went back home to Oregon and I started my life again and I just gave
It doesn't
up.
work like that.
Now
You go to jail.
and I understand that. See, when I was here, the lady told me, she was like, what are your intentions when you get out after bail? And I was like, I'm leaving. I'm not coming. I'm not going around her. I don't
You
want to
have an open case and you can't just take off and go to Abu Dhabi because you want to take the hell off, start a new life. No, it doesn't work like that. Appoint him a lawyer, please. Take a seat for me in the jury box.
I'm here on Mr. Osis. He's the gentleman that found out he had a warrant and walked in. I am here asking if you would reinstate.
Come up.
His previous.
No, sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, he's been gone for
So
3 years.
if I may, Judge, when he was originally arrested at magistration, the magistrate asked him what his plan was if she let him out. He said his plan was to go back home to Oregon, and she said, good, do that and stay out of trouble.
Are we supposed to take what he says at face value now?
And I just, Judge, he also has had no contact with the police for 4 years because he's had this warrant since 2021.
Did we look? Did you do an?
There's no FBI number, Your Honor. Let me check his state ID.
Do you need it?
I have it.
Okay.
Yeah, but because he had the warrant, if he had contact with the police in Oregon or Georgia or South Carolina, they
Where are you
would.
living now, Mr. Oates?
I live in South Carolina with my 2 best friends. One of my best friends is trying to get me a job with the construction.
Not now, while this case is open.
Well, I know, and that's how I found out about all of this, because I took my drug test and my background check, and they said that they couldn't hire me with an active case. And so as soon as I found that out, I called the court, and I couldn't get through, but I kept calling, and I finally got through. And then I told your assistant or one of your assistants that said as soon as I get enough money to travel down there, I will be there. I'll pay my bond, and I will take care of this case. And so as soon as
How old are you?
27, sir.
So what are you doing?
Right now, I work for Dick's Sporting Goods, as in the process of trying to get the job as a construction worker, as a pipe fitter.
Okay, I'll reinstate, but I'll put a monitor on his ankle.
Okay.
You take off again. I'll never do this again. I'm not giving you another PR bond.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
Sure.
So I do live in South Carolina. Am I allowed to go back? I can give you all the information. So I have to stay in
This
Houston.
case is from 2021. It's now time to take care of it.
Okay. So I have
You
to
know,
stay.
really? Do you have an offer in this case now?
Not yet, Your Honor. We have spoken to the complainant. Being that it's so old, being he's coming in on his warrant, we can reach out and get a quick reset so we can talk to the complainant again, see where she's at.
And Judge, we would ask for a 10-day trial setting.
Your Honor, that's just.
I mean, it's,
I know.
it's his fault that he's gone. I'm not
Yes.
gonna blame the state because of it.
That's unreasonable.
No. Right. No.
I apologize for that.
Do you see how many problems it creates?
Yes, sir.
Really, it's,
I do.
you're supposed to live and you sign paperwork reflecting everything. So you need to read every single thing that you sign because there are consequences when you do whatever the hell you want to do.
Yes, sir.
All right, he gets an ankle monitor today. I'm gonna reinstate his bond.
Okay.
So I'll give you as much time as you need,
Okay.
whatever you guys, but this case,
We can do a quick setting, Your Honor.
within 30 days, it's a clear trial. I'm not giving you more than 30 days. So
We'll talk about
you
it.
talk to her,
Yes, sir.
she'll explain everything to you, but
Yes, sir.
this case lives and dies within the next 30 days, meaning you must either accept the plea bargain or I'm setting your case for trial in 30 days.
Yes, sir.
So we'll give him an ankle monitor today, waive all the fees, no drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, no contact with the complaining witness, no going where she lives. And I don't know if he's had any kind of recent contact or not.
We will